Hey guys, Coach B, Becca Marino, coming to you from Fitness Inspiration Inc. in Memphis, Tennessee, with a little video where I would like to talk to you about Primalgenic Nutrition and ketogenic diets. So, seems like so many people out there know what ketogenic is or what keto is, and they're looking for the latest recipe. But the majority of folks do not know and aren't familiar with Primalgenic Nutrition. And I think that is sad, and I want to help change that. So here we are, all right? And the reasons why I want to help change that is because there are so many different variations of keto out there, guys. So many, all right? So many we could probably write like a couple novels with the different definitions of and guidelines of keto. There is only one Primalgenic Nutrition blueprint to follow. And not only is there just one, it is scientifically backed, whereas the majority, almost all of those keto diets out there are not necessarily science-based. And science is important. I hope it is to you. You know, food and eating is something we do every day. We can't get around that. We kind of have to do it. So science should be something that is important to you when it comes to considering if you're going to live by these principles and these guidelines when it comes to the food choices and the things you put in your body. All right? And then the other reason why Primalgenic Nutrition is the way to go is because it was developed by Nora Gedgaudus, who is one of the absolute most amazing and best in this field, okay? Check her out. Primal Body, Primal Mind, Primal Fat Burner. Well qualified, okay? So well qualified, science-based, and only one definition, one variation to follow, one blueprint, okay? Keeps it simple and not confusing. I like that. So here are some of the benefits and the highlights of why I think it's so important that more of us give it a whirl and look into this way of eating, okay? Number one, Primalgenic Nutrition takes human longevity science into account. So simply put, that means they've done several years of research, talked to people who are living the absolute longest, who are in the best shape, who have the least amount of diseases, if any, and who have a very sharp brain still into old age. And these are the people that they went and they talked to. And these choices are in alignment with the choices that these folks made. Who doesn't want to have a sharp mindset, be lean and fit, and live well into old age? I do. So I love that that is a part of Primalgenic Nutrition. You won't find that in other places. Longevity science. Number two, this approach is most consistent with current ketogenic research. So the most, the latest science-based keto principles is what we're talking about here. All right, that's important. And this is in alignment with those current concepts, all right, and science-based facts. Number three, it is arguably the most environmentally sustainable dietary approach in existence at this time. And I hope that is important to everybody out there, because we look around, we see all the things that are happening with regard to our environment. It is so important for us to invest in things that are sustainable. And I'll leave it at that so I don't go off on a tangent, because this stuff is so important to me. Next, primally based ketogenic foods naturally stimulate hydrochloric acid in the digestive tract, all right? And that helps because it's good for proper mineral absorption and pH signaling. And no, that's not very cool. We're not talking about like fat burning, right? But this is important because we'll talk later in in other videos, but there's a gut-brain connection, okay? And if what's happening in our gut isn't going well, do you think it's going to impact us up here? It is. So if we don't have the right amount of hydrochloric acid, and we're not by breaking things down and digesting it properly and optimally, it's going to affect our brain health, and we don't want that. So how awesome is it that by eating this type of food, you're going to naturally stimulate that and help yourself out? Awesome. All right. And then the last couple. If you want to stave off age-related diseases, eating a high-fat, low-carbohydrate diet is the way to go. All right. It is the only way to go if you want to prevent those things. Also, ketogenic diets reduce levels of systematic inflammation. Inflammation is never good, guys. Inflammation is what leads to diseases. Inflammation is aches and pains, headaches, anything where things are off and free radical activity is up and antioxidant health is down. We don't want it. And this reduces levels of systematic inflammation. That is cool. And high-fat, low-carbohydrate diets decrease serum triglycerides, which are associated with CVD and diabetes. Yay for that. Nobody wants to go through that, right? And the last two I promise. So ketone bodies are protective against oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is when there's an imbalance between free radical activity and antioxidants in our body. We don't want that. So this helps protect against that, all right? And the last one, the ketogenic diet increases mitochondrial and glutathione levels. I know, kind of crazy words, boring again, but they're so important if you're not familiar with what they are. So mitochondria is our energy powerhouse. It is throughout every cell in our body, and it is like the engine to a car, right? It takes a lot of things for the car to work and go, but that engine, that is the powerhouse, and without it, you're not going anywhere. So our mitochondria is our engine. It impacts our energy levels, everything. It drives us. So you want those to be healthy, and you want to have as many as you can. Glutathione is a natural occurring antioxidant we have in our body, but things like as we age and if you drink alcohol, it depletes those. So how awesome is it that by eating this scientifically backed ketogenic, primalgenic nutrition diet, you can increase those things naturally? That is awesome. All right. So there's so many more reasons and benefits and highlights as to why Primalgenic Nutrition is the best way to go. But I hope these have, sparked your interest and you're curious to go learn more. It really is a game changer, guys. It is a game changer. So I hope you'll Google it, check it out. I'm happy to answer any questions. I will be sharing tons more videos because there's so much information out there from Nora's course, from her books, from other experts' books and their courses as well, that are gonna help you be the best you can be, and that are different than anything we've been hearing. All right. And so I know so many of us have tried so many different diets or nutritional approaches in our lifetime, right? And more times than not have ended up in a worse place off, burnt out, frustrated, can't maintain it, and unhappy with where it got us. Or we spent $1 bazillion, and none of that has to happen. So if you're interested in that game changer, interested in one that's sustainable, one that you can enjoy what you eat, one where you're not starving all the time and you don't have to think about food all the time, this is going to be the one. Primalgenic Nutrition is where it's at. Thank you for checking this video out. I will see you again soon. In the meantime, have an awesome day, and believe it, bring it, achieve it.